Welcome everybody, you're here with Everything Waterfalls, the ultimate waterfall experience, the outdoor showroom for Garden Gnomes Etc. We're showcasing these real cool universal rocks that we have on display for you. Just moving along, this here is just to give you an idea of the themes and the ideas that we have for you. We've had people from California and Connecticut, Michigan, Pennsylvania and stuff coming through just to see some of these real cool things, just to give them ideas and sorts. So right here we got different waterfalls that are also used for your swimming pools and your patio ponds and so forth. Just to give you an idea, the theme of this one here is my cove. It's just a cove of waterfalls, from some of the larger ones to the medium one, even to the smallest one that we have right here in the corner. Let's move along here because I don't want to take a whole lot of time. It's just a small tour of the different things, the different themes, the ideas. Over here what we have is 3 different cascade rocks, and that's what makes these cascades, because you can build upon different levels. We have the largest, which is the Cascade 005, and then we have the 01 and the 03 right on top. Here, for you guys that want to compare, do some comparisons on the size, we have the ever popular cave waterfalls. We have one that's known as the Maldives, and the other one, which is quite a bit larger, which is the Oasis. How about you guys that are looking for a patio pond? This is our largest patio pond. You look on top of it, and that's our huge LEW large edge waterfall. This is the Serenity. And boy, that's pretty cool. And what's part of a water garden? Well, of course, it's the waterfalls, along with the figurines and statues that you have, the plantings, and don't forget about the night lighting. Up here as we go, this is the top part of this big waterfall. As we look down, or look up, this is our large corner waterfall 001, and you can see the gnome, and then as we scale up the house is the big huge gorilla that sets everything off. So as you come through up the deck, we're into fall. My caladiums are going backwards, but here again we have the medium waterfall 005, and we can look across, and we have one of the self-contained units, the 010, and then you can get the idea of how this is all laid out. It's all waterfalls cascading all the way down our landscape, and it all starts with the corner unit, and as we come through, we kind of brought the landscape up, the flower bed with the rain chains going in with the garden gnomes. As you come across here, we have one of my favorites. It's a self-contained bubbling rock, and you can just see how it's with the different gnomes. We have some of the accent rocks on each side, and then in the corner, as we go across the flower bed, we have another real cool self-contained, another corner unit. That's the smallest one. So as we come through here to another pond, this one here has another swimming pool waterfall. That's a Somerset, and you can just see sometimes just by seeing on this tour the way the water cascades down, the makeup of the rock. It's very helpful to see what you're looking at. And this one here is our smallest cascade, and you can just see how the water comes out, bubbles down, trickles down. In the corner over there where I got a couple leaves, you can see our one of our cascading ponds. And to give you a better look here, you can see the gnome sitting up there whittling wood, but that's our trio of universal rock, the different cascading rocks. As we come through here, this is what makes it all real cool. We have the whole entire spectrum of the universal rocks. As far as the garden products, we have the real cool edge waterfall. It's the largest. We have one of the medium ponds. We have a creek along with our smallest waterfall. And then over in the corner there we have a real cool spillway pond with another waterfall. One of the things that I really like about this whole thing, we have about 31 different accent bubbling rocks, and this is what you can do. Even that in itself is quite a nice feature for your yard, for your flower bed, and that's just a bubbling rock. So as we come across here, we'll hit the other side of this real incredible, it's my woodland garden, and that's a theme that I came up with. And a lot of times when you get ideas of themes, that's how it brings out your water gardens. Here's another real cool bubbling rock. And you can see the other view from the other side of our woodland garden. What makes a woodland garden? Of course, it's your woodland plants, your ferns and different stuff, jack in the pulpits and stuff. Here's another rock. It's supposed to be a bubbling rock. That was supposed to be done a couple years ago. We'll get to it next year. But anyways, here's our big grotto. This is a 5-foot one. This is massive. It comes in 4 different sizes, and I also have just a top one offered in case you wanted to do some type of a design work that you don't need the edge rocks. But that's pretty cool. Has up at the top, you can take that geyser part, you can put a flat rock so you don't have something like that, and it just cascades down the rock. So as you look around, you can see all the different waterfalls that we have going. And up on the roof there, you can kind of see where we have our jaguar. He usually is down in the garden, but right now he's up on the roof, as is the Black Panther. But anyways, it gives you an idea what you can do with your garden. As we come across here, something that I'm setting up right now is just a simple deck that maybe you could put up to your above ground swimming pool. I'm going to put a swimming pool up here and show you how to use an above ground swimming pool with a waterfall. So I mean, there's just so much creativity when it comes to these artificial rocks. Over here, this is my Amazon rainforest. Again, you can see a couple of the different waterfalls. Right now we got a lot of leaves falling. We're right into fall. There's our big Amazon in a kit. It comes in there. It's the Amazon rainforest. That's our big, large waterfall, 003. It's a vertical waterfall. And as you come down here, here's the Serenity Medium. What makes it a cool Amazon rainforest? Of course, we have the floating crocodile, and over there is the hippo. So you got to think a little bit on different things, and it helps you bring your waterfalls just by having a theme, an idea, a vision. Here's another one of our real cool waterfalls, and this one here is offered as a pondless one. I really don't go too much in the way of pondless features as much for the waterfalls, because I always have a water lily or a bog plant that I can find a home for. As we go, this here kind of comes to the end. This is our patio or deck. Deck is up in the air, patio is down below, but you can see the cool stuff that you can do with this. It's all decked out with our caladiums. You can see the medium patio pond. This year we did something a little different. We put a couple of our smaller waterfalls. That's the 018. That's the small rock waterfall 008. And in the middle we put a nice accent rock. And right below it, covering the pump and stuff, is our large pump cover. So you kind of get the idea with this whole line of universal rock. There's a lot of stuff you can create and do for what? Your garden, your backyard, your patio, your pond, your swimming pool. But anyways, here's another one. These are pretty much my favorite. It's kind of simple. It's a big impact. It's your self-contained bubbling rocks. This is the smallest one. At night I have a fogger on it. It's just a ball of fire with the lights and with all the fog. It looks real nice. This one here, I kind of did something a little bit different. This is our smallest patio pond, you can see inside there's a rock cover, and then this is a medium waterfalls. And the reason I did that is I'm trying to see different combinations, because a lot of you guys, I like this waterfall, can it go with this pond? So I'm trying to come up with some different things to put together. Over here is another, this is our largest self-contained bubbling rock. Over here is our cooler. I have stuff in there in case I want to have a drink. Over here, how about the ideas and the visions that you have? This here is coming for next year. As we go around here, I just put this in. This here is going to be my Tahitian grotto gazebo waterfall deck with a see-through window where I can look down. I'm going to put a big, huge spa pond, and the idea is to have the grotto way up on top. It's going to fall about 14 to 16 feet. It's going to go right into the spa pond, and below the spa pond, or on the other side, will be the big Tahitian waterfall with two of our biggest accent bubbling rocks to make it look like just a wall of rock with water coming into it. And then out here in front, I might have to have a couple accent rocks just for splash of the big waterfalls from above. So in other words, a lot of times, guys, you get to see some waterfalls, and we had a parade of ponds here. A lot of people came through, and they just shook their head. They says, boy, the ideas that we can get from here is just incredible. And that's what the whole thing with Everything Waterfalls is, giving you ideas. And how do you come up with the ideas? And some of it comes with the themes and stuff that you might come, such as a woodland garden, such as a tropical garden. Maybe you want to put an Amazon rainforest, and all the different things that you want to kind of mimic or recreate. It's all done with these cool artificial rocks. So I want to leave you with that. Hey, come over to the Everything Waterfalls, hike on over, and then when you want to see something real cool, then if you're interested in purchasing these real cool beauties, then you go over to the Garden Gnomes Etc.